Hello students, today we will learn about the sedatives and hypnotics drugs used in the mental health nursing. Okay, we have seen the antipsychotic, we have seen anti-anxiety. Let's see what is sedatives and what is hypnotics. So let's see the first of all we will see the definition of sedatives. So sedative is refers to a substance that moderate activities, excitements and includes inducing a calming effect. Sedative simply means that a drug which causes a calming effect on the individual. Okay, it moderates the activity. Sedatives are basically used in the operation theaters for decrease the individual activity during the operation. Okay, and what is hypnotics? Hypnotics refers to a substance that causes drowsiness and facilitate and the onset and maintenance of natural sleep. So hypnotics basically uses basically used in as a form of drugs which causes drowsy, which makes a person individual very low, and it maintains the natural sleepiness. Okay, so if the person is gone through it sometimes this surgery, be given a hypnotics to make them to get a natural sleeps. So what are the sedatives and hypnotics? Drugs that reduces the excitement and subject without inducing the sleep and may causes drowsiness. Drugs that induce or maintain sleep similar to the normal arousals of all or arousal of sleep. So drugs that reduces the excitement is basically sedatives. So आप बहुत sedatives देख के हम बेसिकली हम क्या करते हैं कि इंडिविजुअल का जो एक्टिविटीज़ है उसको हम कम कर देते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल पेशेंट बहुत वॉयलेंट है तो हम उस समय हम उनको सेडेटिव्स देंगे ताकि उसकी एक्टिविटीज़ है वो कम हो जाए. एंड हिप्नोटिक्स देने से क्या होगा, वो स्लीप में चले जाए. ओके, वो like maintain the sleep pattern of an individual. Okay, now we will see the classification of the sedatives and hypnotics. Benzodiazepines, barbiturate and miscellaneous are the drugs which is used basically in the your sedatives and barbiturates. Hypnotics. Like what is chemical compound? So different sedative hypnotic drugs have been developed with a quite similar chemical substitution at the major position on the basic structure. Therefore, all drugs class are simply variation on the same core chemical structure. Okay, the drugs have been made in various similar combinations. Sometimes they makes the combination of different drugs with so that makes the more effective or make it some variation if the some person is having a drug allergy to the certain specific drugs. So they make the combination of drugs. Okay, so actions, what the actions are there about this sedatives and hypnotics. Sedatives and hypnotics are the drugs which depress or slow down the body function, which we have already seen in the definition. It's a function basically, it slow down the body function and referred as a tranquilizer. Tranquilizer, what will they? It will give you calming pain. So person will, if the person is in a pain, will not realize the pain. Okay, and sleeping pills or sometimes just as sedatives, they affect range calming down anxious people to promoting sleep. At high doses or when they are abused, many of these drugs can cause unconsciousness and death. Okay, so already we have discussed earlier that these drugs causes a calming effect, reduces the individual activity, causes a sleep, and these drugs can causes promotion of our normal sleep patterns. But these drugs can cause unconsciousness or death of an individual. Means death drugs or overdoses or abuse may be related to that. Okay, what are its indication? Let's see the indication part of this sedatives and hypnotics. So anxiety state and disorders, insomnia, epilepsy, seizures, skeletal muscle spasm, relaxation, alcohol withdrawal and status epilepticus are the some of the indications. Let's see what are its contraindication. So angle closure glaucoma, pre-existing CNS depressions, respiratory disorders, depressions, severity controlled pain, gastritis, marked hepatic renal impairment, severe cardiac disease, then there are severe hypotension, pregnancy, breastfeeding, sleep apnea, pyropia and severe respiratory disease, mental depression, suicidal tendency, drug or substance abuse history, which is very important part, and impaired hepatic functions. These are the some of the contraindication. When you go through this contraindication, you have find something is related to eye, or something is related to the central nervous system, or something it is related to your renal system or gastritis. So it's some basic reasons behind there may be. Okay, the reasons we will discuss in a further. Okay, so let's see first the side effects. So frequent pain with IM injections, then fatigue, ataxia, sedations, dry mouth, headaches, dizziness, nervousness, light headachehness, inscoordination, rebounds, irritation, vomiting, some other this. And what occasionally side effects are slurred speech, orthostatic hypotension. What is orthostatic? When the individual stands as baby, blood pressure lowers. Okay, headache, hypoactivity, decrease in activity, constipation, nausea, blurred vision, euphoria, then tachycardia, abnormal cramps, visual disturbance, rare. What are the rare side effects are paradoxical CNS reactions such as hyperactivity, nervousness in children, an excitement or a restlessness in the elderly, depleted headaches. Okay, now comes the nurse's role. Okay, so the baseline for this is the first part is you have to assess. So you have to assess the patient blood pressure, pulse rate, vital signs basically, and assess the patient, anxious patient for the automatic response. Okay, including the cold, clammy hands, or such as a diaphoresis or motor response or agitation and trembling and tensions. For patient being treated for a seizures, SS or a level of consciousness, you have to assess and review the patient's history, because it is very important part. Okay, then including the duration, frequency, intensity of seizures, initiated seizures, precautions and observations must be maintained. Okay, next, what other nurses roles are there? So what you have to gone through the assessment part, you have gone through the this vital signs assessment and other things. Let's see the what are the lifespans consideration, what the individual patient has to take care of himself or herself while taking during these drugs. So drug across the placenta and is distributed in breast milk, so which may increase the risk of fetal abnormality. So the pregnant mother should not be given these drugs, because it is simply clear written over here. So the individual mother should not go through these drugs because it causes the breast milk. Administered during the first trimester of pregnancy. It's so early. In the first trimester of pregnancy is very early, and if you still administer the drugs, it can cause the fetal abnormalities in the during to the child, that fetal abnormalities. Okay, if used during pregnancy may produce withdrawal symptoms in the patients and the CNS depression in the neonates. So the drugs should not be given to a pregnant woman. Again, there is a line where it causes withdrawal symptoms to the mother, and it can cause a CNS depression to the neonates. Okay. Next, for children and the elderly, expect to administer a reduced dose initially and to increase doses gradually to prevent ataxia and excessive sedations. So children must be given in a few amount. I mean, the doses should be controlled according to individual child age, weight. Okay, so that the tolerance can be maintained by the drugs patient individual. Next, what's nurse's role? What other roles are there? You have to maintain the precautions. What precaution you can go for? Use drugs cautiously in patient with hypoalbuminemia or hepatic or renal impairment, and in those who are taking other CNS depressant. We have seen in this contraindicated part, or that the individual with some hepatic problem or GI problem, or the individual with the renal problem, drugs should not be given. But if you are giving, you have to give in a very calculated way, because it affects the individual's liver and kidney and CNS system. Okay, administration and handling part. How you will administer the drug, how you handle the drug. So by parallel, give the drugs without regard to food except in some condition. Crush tablet as needed, but don't crush or break the capsules. Dilute the oral concentration with juice or water or carbonated beverage, or make it with the